Hey guys, today I want to talk about something kind of interesting. Don't worry guys, next video I post will be a video where I do channel reviews, but I wanted to hop on a video real quick because if you're up to date in the quote unquote make money online space, you know a day or two ago, basically a bombshell dropped. Now if you don't know what I'm talking about, congratulations, you're probably employed. But basically there's a live streamer named Ludwig and he has several YouTube channels. For example, this one right here has 7 million subscribers, but he also has this one here, Ludwig, with 1.1 million subscribers. And on this one, he posted a video called "This is how people are printing money on YouTube." And I was kind of surprised because it was like two worlds were colliding. Because basically in this video, he reacted to MoneyMind's most popular video, which is this guy. And his most popular video is called "Non-Guru Explains How to Print with YouTube Shorts Automation." And this is actually a big deal because this was about 1 to 2 days ago. And it's already gained over 250K views. And it's sort of like a normie audience. So it's people that haven't really been exposed to YouTube Shorts and YouTube Shorts automation. Whenever you have a video this big in this space, it's going to kind of rock this space. And that's just due to the fact that although there is a niche community for this stuff, people who make videos about YouTube automation and YouTube Shorts, we just don't have the largest audience because not everybody is trying to do this stuff. So when a huge live streamer like this makes a video that's raking in hundreds of thousands of views and talking about YouTube Shorts, it's a big deal. Especially because if you look in his comments, the outpouring from his community is overwhelmingly negative, and I can understand why. However, I do kind of want to watch this video about him talking about this hustle, and I'm going to give my honest response on it. And I'll try to clear up as much stuff as I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip around a little bit and play the parts that I want to respond to, or at the very least parts that I think are interesting to listen to. So let's just get into it.
And by the way, if you add in music subscriptions, we've made a lot more. So on YouTube, they allow you to monetize extra by like getting paid to take on certain songs on your channel.
What does that mean?
So we've made an extra 11 grand by just doing that as well.
Wait, by doing what? I don't understand what this is. What does it mean? Music? What music? Are you making music? What music?
So what MoneyMind is referring to here is music royalties, where basically if you partner up with the company like Blastoff or Novial, just by simply adding a song to your short in the background, the music company is going to generate revenue because you're using their track on YouTube. And the more views you generate for their track on YouTube, the more revenue they get paid, right? Then from that revenue they generated, based on how many views you got them, they pay you out a percentage or a split of that revenue. It's usually 50%. Now, this isn't some get-rich-quick scheme or some scam. This is pretty normal. The only people that will generally benefit from having a music deal is people who are already raking in tons of views. And the reasoning for that is just because, in full transparency, music deals just aren't as OP as they used to be. Back a few months ago, you could potentially get RPMs of over 10 or 15 cents even, which effectively means that you could almost double your revenue from YouTube Shorts. However, in my experience, now the royalties are almost as low as 2 to 3 cents. And although you can generate a little bit of extra income very easily, you really won't be making too much unless, again, you're already popping. The good news is that I have talked to people in these companies and they are working on exclusive music deals to boost RPMs back to where they were before, but nothing's come out yet.
So for me, I have a checklist that I follow pretty religiously when it comes to doing your research. The videos are automatable and cheap.
Okay, yeah, that's where the slop comes in. We need these automatable, cheap videos to be churning out at a high cadence to be able to function.
So what that means is you need some sort of thing where you could hire someone to do it. It can't be something that relies on your specific knowledge or relies on your face.
Dude, we have YouTube landlords. YouTubers who are just creating channels, building a little base, and then paying other people to do all the work. Damn. He's just a digital landlord of a channel because the editor could just do the same thing on their own channel.
My bad. I just realized until now that video is kind of zoomed in. It'll be fixed now though. Okay, so I get the point he's trying to make. Essentially saying, you know, especially with the kind of content MoneyMind is posting on his animal channels, which is like this stuff, by the way. This is MoneyMind's channel and he's completely transparent about it. So this stuff doesn't necessarily require him to do anything. Whereas with the videos I make, I don't want to say it's impossible, but it is a lot harder to automate them because I'm using my voice. I'm doing the editing and script writing myself. I don't view it as a huge chore. I don't necessarily view it as something that I can automate. I just think of it as a second job that has extreme payouts with minimal time that I put into it. Like for me, I'm running 2 shorts channels and it takes only about an hour each day for everything on both of those channels. Now, I get the point he's trying to make. Like, essentially, he's saying that the editors could just post the videos and do good themselves, and that potentially could be true in like 1% of the cases. So then why aren't they doing it? They'd be generating much more revenue for themselves. They'd be their own boss instead of working for other people. Essentially, they'd just have so much more upside. They don't do it because they don't have the skill set, understanding, or mindset of what YouTube takes, generally. They would rather get the stable income from editing than take on the inherent risk from managing and running a channel. If you were right about this, then all the editors who make this content would just do it themselves. Now, I'll tell you why the editors don't do it themselves. Because in the case of MoneyMind, he's been talking about how unstable his income is, and he's been showing how he went from sometimes generating $300 a day with these shorts to sometimes only generating like $1 to $2 a day. For the entire month of April, he made $150. Whereas for January, I believe it was like $5,000. And so a lot of editors just don't want this instability and volatility. Most just want a flat pay for every video they make.
It's not the same as like an editor for me because I'm creating the content.
Yeah, you do a lot, and don't get me wrong, Ludwig is one of the biggest streamers, and people collectively have decided that he's one of the most entertaining people to watch stream. There's no debating that. However, a lot of the times live streamers are not creating the content. I really don't like the whole virtue signaling thing about, oh, this content is slop, I create real content. Like, yeah, okay, but a lot of the times you're just reacting to content. I mean, even right now, he's reacting to videos like this one. I'm not saying specifically Ludwig, I don't watch him enough to know how often he's doing reaction videos. But yes, you are building up different channels, and your editors are the ones doing most of the work when it comes to the YouTube videos. Editors are a large reason for your success on YouTube. If you didn't have editors, you probably wouldn't have too much, if any, presence on YouTube.
They could not upload on another channel because they don't have the source material. I have the source material. I make the source material. You don't create shit. You're in here because I create shit that you like. Okay, Slime, you're gonna have to eat that. You're gonna eat that whole now. Because you're in what? Because then if you think I'm not making shit, why are you in my chat while Full House is going on? Think about that, lib.
Third is the videos can be improved upon. So you probably
I'm sorry, why are we skipping over dark tactic called platform arbitrage? Why are we skipping over what sounds like the most evil phrase I have seen all day? I want to learn about platform arbitrage.
In my opinion, platform arbitrage is just a fancy word that people like to use to sound like they're doing some sort of secret tactic or strategy. As far as I understand, platform arbitrage just means seeing a disparity in viral content or trends between platforms and then capitalizing on it. For example, if you saw Italian brain rot blowing up on TikTok, but you didn't see any YouTube videos about it, it's technically platform arbitrage to make YouTube videos on it because you know that it's going viral on a different platform and there's not as much supply for it yet on YouTube. I don't think this is really some crazy strategy. This is just a marketing trick that people use.
Whoa.
And then lastly, whatever you do make does need to have some way of being original and transformative. Now, obviously, it's debatable what counts as original or what counts as transformative, but it needs to be not just like completely jacking the original content. You need some sort of adding to the video. So if you're gonna do
Okay, I've not seen what videos he uploads. We're gonna play a game. Do we think the videos he makes are going to be original and transformative? My guess? Fuck no. No. How would it even be? How would it even be? Well, let's find out.
So I sort of understand the logic, but you're reacting to MoneyMind's video and you're making money off this? So the video you're reacting to is not your original content, but it's transformative because you're giving your critical commentary, or forget even critical, you're just giving your commentary and reaction on it. That by itself is enough to be transformative. Now, there is other guidelines, of course, but altering somebody else's original content in different ways is transformative. That's what you're doing right now.
So the first thing is, before you upload, I highly recommend you start uploading on an aged account if you have one. What that means is you want an account that's at least a couple months old, because these algorithms sometimes think that you're a bot if you try to do it on a completely new account. So I'd
Interesting. I didn't know that. An aged account. I guess you're literally getting around the filter that is specifically designed for you. In a way, the filter is designed to block out you, so you need to get around that filter.
Yeah, I know it's a joke, but the filter is designed to block out spam or malicious bots. What it's not designed to do is just block people and put them in a view jail just because someone creates multiple YouTube accounts. I get it's a joke though, it's funny.
The rest is how to make money. What I'm curious about is I want to see his shorts. Okay, Yeah, this is not transformative. I don't think you can put the sad music really loud and then put text and call it transformative. I think this would lose. I think this is just using video of someone else.
No, it's transformative.
Unless, wait, is it a fake story of 3 different videos of 3 different animals? Then maybe it is. They might have passed the sniff test. Okay, so they find a video of an animal that is like trapped and getting helped by humans. Very popular type of content. Animal helped by humans. Those videos always go viral. But they find other animal videos and then they make up a story about the animal leading the human to another animal. Is it misinformation? It's beyond that. It's not even misinformation. It's just like it's a fabrication. It's a total complete fabrication. Just fucking stringing on the fucking, I don't even know what to call them. Boomers, probably. Boomers and kids, shorts browsers.
Yeah, that's called entertainment. Like, how do people not understand this? When you watch a Marvel movie, that's fabrication. That's not real life, guys. I hate to break it to you. They made it up. Source, they made it the hell up. Just because it's not something entertaining to you, or you have a personal grudge against this type of content, you think it's slop, other people find it entertaining. I know it's not produced to the same level that like a movie is, obviously. I'm not trying to draw that comparison, but the point stands. People read books that are fiction all the time. People watch movies that portray things that have never happened all the time. They don't have a problem with it. Nobody's gonna be sitting in the movie theater going like, I hate this movie because this movie is not real. It's a fabrication. Look, you can say fabrication if that's how you want to look at it. It's fine. What it is it's a new story that somebody made with clips compiled from the internet as a sort of B-roll. I don't really understand the outrage. Like, we watch fabricated stuff all the time. I don't know if people are just mad that it's actually a real person getting paid instead of $1 billion corporation or what.
Yes, I agree with you that morally I'm conflicted. I'm not happy with this creator and how they make their money. I'm not trying to grandstand and say they should be above this, whatever. I get it. They're trying to get their hustle in, but I think the things they make are slop. I think that, but I wouldn't say they shouldn't be allowed to do it on the basis that lying is bad. I'd be too hypocritical. Now, I would imagine, really, the change would either need to come from the platform. So I think, like, the platform should be incentivized for other creators to not steal so willingly. That's really probably the biggest issue. You shouldn't be able to steal footage so easily. And
I mean, that's cool, but if you can't take content and transform it, then you wouldn't be able to react to videos like this, bro. People like to draw all these arbitrary lines like, oh, it's fine to commentate on videos that aren't yours, but if you make a new story or narrative combining videos that aren't yours, it's totally wrong. I know AI has changed some of this stuff because AI can come up with the stories. Genuinely, it is easy to sit there and commentate over a video than it is to download different clips from social media, compile them, and create a whole new story entirely. That is genuinely harder. I don't know. Like, I don't get it, guys. If you think what he's doing is not transformative, then what the hell are you doing? And look, like I said, I don't watch enough Ludwig chat. Maybe he just never does reaction videos, and this is the first time he's ever done a reaction video. I'm just saying you can't have it both ways. Either you can have transformative content by doing a reaction video and adding commentary in some way, and you can also have other transformative content, or you can't have any of it. You can't have any transformative content. Anyways, that's mostly everything I wanted to cover from Ludwig's video. I could go into all the comments, and there's just so much negativity here, talking about how this is utter slop and this has ruined YouTube. And keep in mind, these are probably the same people who will then open up TikTok and send brain rot videos to their friends, or watch and read straight up misinformation from Twitter threads all day, but they have a huge issue with somebody uploading content as a side hustle. Here's the unfortunate reality, guys. 99% of your favorite YouTubers, if they weren't monetized and making big money, would not be making videos at all. And if they did still make videos, it would be greatly reduced, like 95% reduced, because they'd have to have a job outside of YouTube. They wouldn't have time to sit here and make all these videos. You can always choose to not watch shorts, but if you aren't watching shorts because you hate brain rot content or whatever you describe as slop on any given day, I hope you don't have TikTok or Instagram installed. These comments reek of envy and people jealous that they aren't making money. It's a graveyard of the dreams of people who grew up wanting to make a living making YouTube videos, only to find out that it was too devastatingly hard to make it. And the fact that somebody could put out quote unquote slop and monetize it bothers them to their very core because they believe that they were more deserving of success. This is a funny comment. Bro's uploading this as if he isn't doing this as well. Could be satire. There is a little bit of truth to it. Don't be like these people, because with the way society is structured, money is something that everybody wants. And you can either spend your time wringing your hands, being perpetually envious at people who are successful in a field that you personally deem as immoral, even though if you really think this is immoral, this is pretty much the most trivial, immoral thing that there possibly is. Or you could acknowledge that it's not like you're doing the Lord's work, remain humble, work hard, and acknowledge that with the way society is structured, you're simply trying to make money to provide a better life for you and everybody around you by simply posting videos that other people think are entertaining to social media platforms, which is what they're designed for. If this video does good, bruh, I'm gonna be getting so much hate. I already know. But I think a few people do need to hear this. Later, guys.